We all kind of picture borders the same way. A clean line on a map. One country stops, the next one starts. Simple. Yeah, some borders never agree to that. And once you see how weird they actually get, the map you grew up with starts to feel a little bit made up. Take a little town called Baarle, up on the edge of the Netherlands. Looks completely normal until you notice these small white crosses painted on the pavement, and they go straight through people's front doors. That's the border, because Baarle isn't really one town. It's two countries shuffled into each other like someone dropped a deck of cards. Belgium owns 22 little scraps of land here, scattered around inside the Netherlands, and inside some of those scraps are even smaller bits that are Dutch again. There are cafes where the line runs right across the floor. Your table's in Belgium, the kitchen's in the Netherlands. And there's this old rule that whichever country your front door opens into, that's the country your house counts as. So people have literally picked up their front door and moved it a few feet over to pay less tax. That's real. That happened. And okay, that's silly. But borders can get weirder than silly. They can mess with time. Out in the Bering Strait, there are two tiny islands less than 2.5 miles apart. You can stand on one and see the other. One's American, one's Russian. And the international date line runs right between them. So when it's Tuesday afternoon on the American island, it's already Wednesday afternoon on the Russian one. 21 hours ahead. The locals actually call the Russian island tomorrow. You can look across the water and see a different day. Sometimes, though, a border doesn't split people up. It sticks them in the same room. Right on the line between Vermont and Quebec, there is this one building, the Haskell Library, built on purpose straight across the border as a gift to both countries. There is a black line painted across the floor. You can sit on a bench in America and watch a concert happening on a stage in Canada. The books are shelved on the Canadian side. You check them out on the American side. For over 100 years, families split by that border met up right there. Same room, two countries, one line on the floor. Then you've got borders that fold up inside themselves. Over in Arabia, Oman has this little pocket of land completely surrounded by the United Arab Emirates. And inside that Omani pocket, there is an even smaller pocket that's the UAE again. A country inside a country inside a country. For a long time, stuff like this is just a fun little puzzle. And then you hit the place where it stops being fun. On the border between India and Bangladesh, the lines didn't just tangle, they knotted. There were more than 150 of these enclaves, and one of them, about the size of a football field, was a piece of India, inside a piece of Bangladesh, inside a piece of India, inside Bangladesh, the only place on earth like that. And people lived in these knots, tens of thousands of them, stuck on tiny islands of their own country, unable to legally walk a few feet to a school or a hospital or a job. For decades, nobody claimed them. They were stateless. It only ended at midnight the 1st of August 2015. The two countries finally traded the enclaves, and about 53,000 people went to bed belonging to nowhere and woke up with a country. And that's the thing about borders. They feel old and permanent, like they were always just there. But they are lines we agree to believe in. Most of the time, you never notice the agreement at all. It's only out at the weird edges, a cafe floor, an island living in tomorrow, a field trapped inside three countries, that you catch it. A border isn't a real thing on the ground. It's a story. We're just so used to telling it, we forgot it was one.